there. Welcome everyone. So glad that you decided to join me this evening. My name is Barb. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan, and I have 4 awesome projects for you this evening. Thanks for joining. I see a few of you jumping on. Let me know where you're watching from, and hopefully, excuse me, we will see quite a few of you on here. I am watching my comments and just checking to make sure. Hi, Linda Bailey. I'm just waiting for everyone to jump on. Hello, Miss Sue. You're probably glad you're in Florida. We're supposed to get lots of snow. No, I don't want lots of snow. Well, as long as the electricity doesn't go out, you know, that's the thing. So thank you for sharing, you guys. Such a blessing to me. Well, it looks like quite a few of you are jumping on here, and hopefully we'll have a good evening. We won't have any glitches going on. I don't usually come online on Mondays, but I wanted to share my virtual class this month. Hi, Jan. Oh, 34. That is cool. That is a cold number for Florida for sure. So, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you guys for jumping in. I have several projects, some techniques to show you tonight too that I think you'll enjoy. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll get notifications when I do upload this or new videos that come up. Hi, Deborah. Yeah, I will try to stay warm. It's been cold here. It's just been cold, but when the snow gets here, it's going to be even colder. So, well, I want to get right into our projects today. Again, this class is brought to you so that I can share some techniques with you. The projects that you're going to see, those can be yours free with a $30 purchase. If you bump your order up to $50, you not only get a great embellishment from me, which I think you're going to love the one for this week or for this month. You're going to get to choose from the Sale-A-Bration catalog that is currently happening through the end of February. Now make sure that you use this host code right here so that I know you want the projects and that I can get those out to you with your order. Okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn the screen down, and thank you so much for joining. And as you guys join, let me know who you're. Oh, hi, Melissa. Good deal. Okay, here we go. I'm going to turn the camera down, okay? So, like I mentioned, we have the Sale-A-Bration going on right now. So if you're currently a demonstrator watching this, you know what this is all about. We also have our mini catalog. And if you are a new customer or someone that's intrigued by what is this all about, you get to choose items out of here. And I'm going to be using one of the products out of here this evening. You get to choose products. When you spend $50, you get to choose several items choices here. And then when you get to 100, you get to choose even more. So, and then this right here is a beautiful stamp set. Oh my gosh. So if you were to have a online party, let's say we can do a Zoom party with your friends, we can do a Facebook Live in a private group with your friends. I can do parties online. And so I'd love to talk to you about that. Hi, Elaine. North Carolina, Oklahoma, Washington. Woo, you guys are all over the place. All right. So I'm going to combine some things from the mini catalog, from the annual catalog, and the Sale-A-Bration, and just give you a taste of all kinds of things, okay? So let me move these out of the way and get to our first project. And my goal here is to share projects that you will be able to recreate at home. Or you'll get the card kits if you make a purchase with me of $30 or more. So I'm going to start with the first one, and this was inspired by another demonstrator named Janet Wakelin. And we're going to use Artistically inked stamp set. Now this stamp set comes with dies, but we're not using those today. Oh, I don't have the dies in here. Usually I put my dies right in here and I have those. So thanks for joining. Hi Bobby, thank you for sharing. So we're going to use this as our stamp set. And then I have put this into one of our clear cases. This is the Expressions in Ink ephemera packet. This will be your free gift, not the case, but the whole packet. The ephemera packet will be yours if you purchase $50 with me for the month of February, okay, along with your card kit. So we're going to be using this, and we're going to start out with our first project here. I also have the Simply Elegant trim, and you'll be getting the gold because it's all going to be gold, right? Okay, so what do we have? So we have our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5. I'm going to see about bringing a little more light over here. There we go. Hopefully it won't make too much of a shadow. There we go. That's a little better. 8.5 by 5.5. This is our thick basic white. Then this is from the ephemera packet, or the Artistically Ink Designer Series paper, and that you will find in the annual catalog back in the back where we have all of our designer papers. You get to it right here in Expressions in Ink, page 131. And so we are using this beautiful gold paper. Now there are gold accents all through this paper. When you're looking in the catalog, you'll see a difference. Some are $15, some are $11.50. So the reason that the difference in price is you have gold within your designs on the ones that are $15 compared to no gold or silver or like foil paper, especially paper, in the ones that are $11.50. Okay? All right, so we're going to be using that this striped paper. This is our simplest card, and I like to start with the simplest and move forward. But this one is an easy technique. So what it had, so we also have these great doilies, but we're going to use the white side. I was so excited to see these come back. That light's kind of bright, isn't it, with that on there? Here, you can see it better this way. There we go. I was excited to see the doilies come back. So you can use the color side or you can use the white side. We're going to be using the white side. I have pre-cut some circles here. Now this is approximately 2 inches. This is approximately 1.5. So what if you have the circle dies, or if you have the circle dies, or if you have, sorry guys, or punches, whichever works for you, you'll want to use those. Okay. All right. This is a basic 4 by 5 1/4. All right. Super easy what we're doing here, okay? It's not a hard card at all. Lots of layers, but it's going to be beautiful. So hopefully you'll enjoy this card. And this card can be used for a birthday. This can be used for, I'm just using the basic stamp and seal for my double stick adhesive. But this card can be, if you can use whatever sentiment you want, and most of the time that is what I like to do when I'm creating these classes for you, especially the virtual, that you can use any sentiments that you might have with the parts and pieces that you get in your kit. Okay, so next I'm going to take the gold foil. We sell this, we have gold, silver, we have brushed colors, we have lots of fun things. This is going to go right inside my circle on the white side, and I tried to get it where I could see all my dots, but I don't think I did, but that's okay. So there we go, that's what we have. And then we're going to be stamping on this little circle here, and I'm going to use Best Wishes, and that way it can be for a wedding, it can be for a birthday, either one. And this is the perfect size. Now, I wasn't sure what to do. I thought about using embossing powders, but then I decided, you know what, this is more of a simple card. Let's make it nice and fast and easy. So I'm using basic gray. Okay, so just gonna ink up this cling stamp, and the cling stamp is because it's red rubber. We have polymer stamps, which you'll see shortly too. So let's go ahead and just stamp that down onto our circle, just like that. And that way it's not so stark black, but then having the gray is a good option, you know? All right. Hey, thanks for joining. If you just jumped on, I see a few more jumping on here. We're just on our first card, and so that you haven't missed really anything. A little bit, but you can always replay. You go back and replay. So there we are. That's what we have. And then before we put this onto the gold card, I'm going to bring this up a little bit so you can see. Before we put this here, we're going to go ahead and take the ephemera packet, and it's so shiny on the with all the gold. But what we're going to do, you get several pages, and how many sheets? You get one kit. It doesn't tell me how many sheets, but you get quite a few. And you get these little adhesives, sequins. They're adhesive back sequins. They're hard to see. They're there, and they're kind of like, they take on whatever color you put on them. So, hey Diana, welcome. All right, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. So I'm going to pull out the little leaves here, and one has 2, one has 3. Let's see if that's what I want. We are going to take this, and this is just gonna, I'm just kind of placing it where I might think I might want it. Okay, let's go here. Do I want it like that? Let's kind of do that. All right, we'll get it figured out here. But I also want to add my gold, the gold trim. So I'm gonna pull this gold out and just make a little bow, because I don't want it to be too heavy, in case, you know, one of the things when you're mailing the cards, and by the way, you will get envelopes with these cards, so they'll all come in their envelope when you get the kit. Okay, so I just want that little bit there, so let's grab these scissors. Hi, Pam. All right, there we go. All right, so I am going to attach this with mini glue dots. So all these tools and things that I'm using tonight, if you don't have these in your basic stamper kit, I'm going to tell you that you need to get them. You want to have everything at your fingertips when you get ready to create a card, so that you don't have to think, oh, well, how am I going to attach this and how am I going to do that? When you have your little basic stamper kit, it's all right there for you. All right, this is just going to, let's put this kind of over to the side here. And let's go ahead. I'm going to grab my silicone mat, which I will tell you that my silicone mat is one of the products that I have in my basic stamper kit. And this is great because when you use your adhesive, it does not stick. You can just rub it right off, and it works beautifully. So what I want to do is actually just bring my gold foil over here. I'm getting my fingers on everything here. I'm going to take my adhesive, and I'm just going to put a little bit on that stem and some on that stem. And yes, I'm putting it on the front because that is what's going to glue onto my doily. Okay, kind of like that. And then this one, let's bring that one kind of right there. Okay, so it gives us that, here, it's probably easier to see on there. Pretty, very pretty focal point for our card. And guess what? I should have done it on here. Now, so because here's why, it was sticking off the card too much. It was off of the side. So let's see if that works. Okay, that works. There, I'm not off the side of the card, and it's going to fit in the envelope. All right, let's take some dimensionals, and you know what? I need to replenish my dimensionals, but I do have this one where I can use these side pieces. So I'm just going to chop them up so I can use them as we go. because goodness gracious, you want to use them all. Use every bit of it. Well, that one was, I didn't cut all the way. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to pop that right up. Let's do this. Hey, Sue, you like the silicone mat? Yes. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Haven't seen you in a little while, so thanks for joining again. I love having you guys here. All right, let's just go ahead and put this down, and it is going to be a little bit off center, but that's okay. It doesn't always have to be centered. I want to make sure that I'm not going off the side of my card. Okay, so there's what we have. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. And then if you wanted to emboss this in gold, you could do that. But I chose to keep it a little easy, so all you need to do is stamp your sentiment. I'm going to take my chamois and just clean off my stamp. Basically, you just wet this so that it is damp and wet, and then you just clean that ink right off of there. And the next thing we're going to do is let's use some of those sequins, and we might not even need to use any on here, honestly, but I was thinking that I would, kind of like right here. So let's grab some of these out. I was going to put some there. So yes, this ephemera packet will be yours when you purchase $50 with me. You'll get all the parts and pieces for the 4 cards. You will also get a free item from Stampin' Up! Because we've got Sale-A-Bration that's still happening. Oh yeah, that is a little extra sparkle going on there. Just like that. See there, you guys? Bring it up close. Just adds. All right, so there's card number 1. How did you like that? Nice and easy, but beautiful, right? All right. Love the gold? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. You guys know, if you're watching on YouTube, that giving me those thumbs up as we go, that is one of the great things, or one of the things that YouTube likes to see, so that it will go in people's feed and they will see these great projects. Okay, let me just get all my things out of the way so we can go to the next project. Okay, we might use that again, so I'm going to leave the ephemera packet there. Yes. Okay, so the next card is going to step up just a tad. And this is a super cool technique that one of my team members, Sue Addy, she did this card, and I loved it. So I decided to copy it. Now, the key in this card you're going to see is, I'm going to bring my silicone mat back up here because it helps, because this is so light. Do this way you guys can see. These are embossing folders, and they're about, what, 3.5 inches, I think. So yeah, 3.5 inches, and they just, I'm going to use both of them and show you this fun technique. So hopefully this is something new that you haven't seen before, and you will love it. Hi, Margaret. Okay, now I've already pre-embossed this, so basically what I did is I took my, I'm going to use the basic white, and what I did is I took it and I cut it at 3 3/4 by 5, and then I cut it in half. I did one with the like plank kind of look, and one with these like splats. Hopefully you can see those splats, okay? So there's that, and we are going to grab, wanted to just show you those, I believe these are $9. These are in, I told you I was going to be using the different catalogs. Now these are in the mini catalog, and I need to grab my book, which is sliding away from me. And here's a tip on the mini catalog, is if you go to the back and you know what, if you know the name of the stamp set, they're in alphabetical order, but I'm looking for a picture to know where these are. They're called Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing folder, $10 for the 2 folders combined. Okay, so there is that. I wanted to tell you about those. Put those, move those over here. All right, what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and use our blending brush and we are going to do Misty Moonlight. Our blending brushes are just super soft, and I actually have several so that I can just use the same kind of colors in the same color family instead of having to wash them out all the time. Now, it sure depends on what you can afford and what you can use. One of the questions that I get asked often is, does the sponges work the same way? I'm not sure that they do. It depends on how heavy of a hand you have, but you just get a whole different look with these blending brushes, okay? So there is an indented side and there's a bumped up side. I want the bumped up side, and then kind of the same thing here. I want the more bumpy side up, or the bigger splats, I want those up. And what I do is I just get some ink onto my blending brush, okay? Now this one, it's not going to matter as much to tap off to get a big excess off. I'm just going to start lightly rubbing onto my splatter here. Can you see that? All right, so some areas are going to be a little darker than others, but basically I am just coloring this cool looking design. See that? Okay, now before I go to the ink, I'm going to just keep going and see how much I've got here. Oh, I've still got plenty. It's amazing at how much you can hold in these little bristles here, and it just depends on how heavy you do your blending, I guess you'd say. So there we go. All right. Now, if you guys haven't been with me before, if you're watching this for the first time, I'm so excited that you're here to see some fun things and what I have to offer. At the same time, join me on Thursdays. I'm here live every Thursday. Oh, we're going to use that again, so I'm going to leave that open. But I'm here every Thursday, and so I hope that you come and join me live. And then just join the fun with all of us that are here. Lots of talking going on, all that good stuff. All right, so what am I doing here? I'm going to get the pieces that I need, and we're going to use some scrap Misty Moonlight, more scrap of the basic white, and then the thick basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and I am going to set these aside for a second. We're going to finish our stamping, okay? Now, I chose to use a set that is in the main catalog called Handsomely Suited. And yes, this is a Father's Day card, but you know, these are great just for birthdays. And we're going to actually make this a birthday card for more of a masculine card. Happy birthday to you. We always can use masculine cards, right, you guys? So, we're going to use a happy birthday to you. And that's going to be in the Misty Moonlight. This is what I call a monochromatic card. It's all kind of the same tones. And let's just stamp that right here, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and clean this off while I have it out. Okay. And then I'm not quite done. Well, yeah, I think I am done with that. I'm done with the Misty Moonlight. I am going to take the brush, and whatever is left in here, I'm just going to kind of rub it on here to give this, to get some blue onto here. Okay? Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. I apologize for that, but that's just kind of thing. Now, you can see there's still blue in there. Can you see that hue of blue? It's still there. We're also going to take the tailored tag punch right here. It's over here on my left side. This one right here. And let's bring that in and go ahead and center that up and punch that out. I do use these upside down so I can see where I'm going. It works beautiful. And then I'm also going to come in here and I'm going to go ahead and get a piece of Misty Moonlight, punch that. And we are going to take this And I need to find my scissors here. Just had them. There they are. They got hidden. We are going to take this and cut it in half and kind of use this on the top and the bottom to give us a border. Okay, so let's grab this up again, go over here, get my silicone mat, and what I'm going to do is actually go on the back and I'm going to put some adhesive on both sides, because what we're going to do is we're going to take this, I'm going to come up here where you can see closer. Your favorite punch, it really is a good one, Sue, because it will actually, you know, it will take some pretty big sentiments, which is really great. Okay, so see that? I'm just going to match that up, and so that it's even on the edges right here. And then we're going to take the other piece and just put it on the other side. Now it's not going to go, it's still going to have some white in the middle, but that's okay. This is how you can maximize your punches. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. So I have my Misty Moonlight, and then the pieces that we did the sponging on. Now, when you create your card, make sure that you are leaving a little edge so that you have a little bit of edge in the middle. Okay, so there we go. See how I've got the edges there? Yeah, this is a cool technique, and like I said, Sue Addie had done this in our team meeting swap and used something different. But I saw the technique and I thought, oh, Sue, I gotta do this. I love it. All right, and you could do this with all kinds, not just the 3-inch, and you know, just amazing how you can do different ones. Okay, so see how I'm leaving a little bit in the middle? That's what I want. Just want that little bit in the middle there, and line that up. Well, get it straight here, Barb. There we go. There we go. I think I got it. Okay, we've got that right there. Okay, so now, it's still not straight. I think I have too much. Oh, I see. Well, we're going to leave it. It's a handmade card, y'all. Okay, so this is actually going to go right here. And I am going to go ahead and pop this up with dimensionals. Let me get them here. All right. So I guess some places here in Michigan, they're saying that we could get 20 inches of snow. Seriously? That's crazy. How many of you were around when we had the blizzard of 78? I would be curious to know. That was the first time that I rode a snowmobile, I believe, by myself, because we had to go and pick up a snowmobile many miles away. It was quite an adventure. Anyway, so there is the front part of my card. But I'm not done. Not done. Now, we're not going to put bling on this one because this is kind of a masculine card, right? So, but what we are going to do is a trick that I've shared with you before. You can take your Misty Moonlight, you can take your black, whichever one. I'm taking the light black because it really comes out pretty close to the same, and I use this one a lot to do this flicking technique, but it's just an added dimension of this card, which I think is so cool. So I just took that and I just flicked that on the edge. You can see how that's alcohol marker is used like that. Besides coloring, that's another tip you can do for your use with your blends, your blend markers. All right, so now we are ready to put this card down, or your front, down onto your card base. And of course, this is going to be a landscape card, so let's get this like right in here. Hopefully I got it straight on the top. Looks like it. All right, there we go. Just like that. Now, you could add twine, you could add all kinds of, you could just do more, but you know what? it's a masculine card, so they don't like a lot of foo-foo, right? We do, but they don't. So there you are, card number 2. Of course, you could stamp, you know, a bow tie or something in here, or whatever sentiments and stamps that you have. But there is card number 2. All right. The next card is a fun fold. It's not a hard fun fold, but it's a fabulous fun fold. So I'm going to go ahead and pull in the things that we need for this card. And we are going to be using some of the designer paper from the Heart and Home suite. We're going to be using the Honeybee Home. We're going to use this stamp set. We are going to be using the designer paper. Let me just grab this, okay? I gotta pull this out because this really is beautiful. So, like, again, I love that I can go to the back here, and if I look for my designer paper, because I am using the designer paper that coordinates, if I find my designer paper, wait, isn't this in this one? Or is it in the main catalog? I'm losing my mind. Honeybee Home, right there, page 61. Okay, here we go. So we're going to be using this one, and the doilies that I just used, that's part of the, it's in that suite. And if you turn back on this page right before, you have all the stuff that you can get in this suite. So did you guys know that on this side there is a code right here, so you can get the full suite collection for $155.75, which means you get everything on this page. Okay? Did you know that? Or you can buy bundles separate. You can buy the matte dots and all the other little items separately. So what are we using for this card? We are going to be using designer paper and the Honeybee Home. And I did pull in the, let me see right here, the name of my die set is the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I love this die set. I got one random over here, but yeah, they're all in here. And I used the largest rectangle with the scallops and the stitching. And so that's the one I used. And then I have a piece, some designer paper from that series of paper. Now the cool part is that on the back side of the paper, you've got like this nice gray, basic gray, and like the smoky slate. And then you have different designs with on the other side that coordinate with that suite. So, okay. So this piece is 2 1/4 by 4 designer paper. And then I have another piece of designer paper to coordinate, which is 5 1/4 by 4. So this one is a beautiful garden green that coordinates. Look at how great this goes together. And then on this side, you have just a little bit different pattern of the plank kind of look. So there's that. Now I have some garden green as the base, and this is 8 inches by 4 1/4, and it is scored at 2 1/2. Now, whenever I have these special cards like this, or and there's any special folds, I always do the scoring for you, even though you'll have the instructions. So if you want to recreate, you will have the card pieces ready for you. And then this piece is Petal Pink. Now, I chose Petal Pink because this just is beautiful together. I don't know if you can really see how it coordinates. You could use maybe Pale Papaya if you wanted to, but Petal Pink really is the one to use. So this piece is 8 1/2 by 3 1/4, and that is scored at 4 1/4. Okay? All right. So what are we doing? We are going to go ahead and take this piece, and this will get attached to the inside of our card base. All right, so This is just, and it's like 1/4 of an inch all the way around when you lay this down. Okay, if I can get it straight. Okay, there we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so there's that. Now this piece, designer paper, is going to go onto the flap, and that will have 1/4 of an inch all the way around too. Gives you that nice little edging all the way around. But look how pretty that is together. It's so pretty. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to mount this down, and this is going to, oh, can you believe it? I just ran out of seal, so just a second. All right. I usually will check this beforehand, but maybe there's somebody here that is new to using seal, and if I can get this open, there we go, and maybe you're using the liquid glue, maybe that's what you use mostly, but this is pretty easy to, once you can get it out of the package. I can't get my fingers in there to open it. There we go. Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, so here's a refill, and you want to keep your case, but this piece just goes in the trash, and then you just match up where your the skinny and the fat holes, pop that in, and you're ready to go. Okay, back at it. Here we are. Get it started here. There we go. Alright. So when you put this on, you want to make sure that you are coming in and giving the same amount of edging, well, basically in the middle of this piece and the inside. Okay, it's kind of going to go right in the middle. I'm trying to make sure I've got it straight. There we go. Okay, and it's going to go the opposite because it's going to open like this. Okay, there you go. So there is the front of your card, just like that. But we're not done. We're going to do a little stamping here. And we are going to use, okay, I know, here we go. Got all my parts and pieces here. We're going to use this cool piece, and we're going to use the coordinating one that matches the paper. And we're going to use You're the Nicest. Those are the 3 stamps we're going to use, and we're going to use Garden Green. So anytime I do these classes also, I try to make them so that you're not using a lot of different colors, but it's going to coordinate whichever one. And a lot of times I'll use the black. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to take our Garden Green, and first I'm going to stamp my sentiment first because I want that to go at the top, making sure that I've got this inked up. Okay, and that's going to go right up here. You're the Nicest, just like that. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this one right here and ink it up. I'm kind of over here off the side inking up, but you guys, you just tap, tap, tap. Don't want to squish. With these pads, you don't want to really hard because you will have ink everywhere on your stamp. All right, now I want this one to, I'm going to turn this so I can do this. I want this one to kind of go right there. Perfect. And then we're going to take this one that's a little bolder. Let me ink it up over here. Let's get this inked up well. Now see how I've got it around the edges there? You want to beware of that when you're stamping it down. And then I am going to, let's go ahead and just kind of stamp that here. Just like that. And let me see. I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and ink this up again. And I'm going to just give it one more little one right there. And it looks like, I'm going to do one more of the tip of this ink, or the tip of this flower, just right there. So that's all filled in. Okay? Super easy. There we go. We are done with the ink. Now the next thing we're going to do is, I am going to go ahead and use the Petal Pink blends. All right? No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm sorry. That is not what I was going to do. I'm going to use the Petal Pink ink pad. And I think I put it away. That's why I was reaching for the Petal Pink. Yeah, so Petal Pink, it's very light, but it does come out darker than what the case looks. But see how I've got some ink where I just took it and I squished it like this, and it gives me some ink right here, a puddle of ink. So we're going to use that. I'm going to put this over here, put these over here. Actually, I'm going to move these out of the way so I don't get my arms in them. Let me get it out underneath here, out of my way, in my little hiding place there. Okay, now we're going to take, you can take a blender pen, you can take a water pen, or water pens. Let me see if I can grab one here to show you what I'm talking about. We have these great water pens that you put water in here and it comes down and it's wet, and then you can do watercoloring. You can use your Wink of Stella if you want it to sparkle, which that's what I'm going to do. And or you can use a blender pen, which will give you just the watercolor look. But did you guys know that you can use your Wink of Stella and do coloring just like with one of the other things? So I'm going to come in here and I'm actually just going to pull in this color into my flowers. And if you're careful, you're not going to get this green all over. Okay? See there? Look at that. All right, so I'm just going to keep going with my Wink of Stella here and grabbing the color as I go and just doing this one. This almost, I don't know what kind of flower this is. I used to have lots and lots of, I had a beautiful flower garden, and it's been so long that I can't even remember some of the names. But if you guys know what flower this is, tell me. I'd love to see what your thoughts are on what kind of flower this is. All right, so I am just coloring this in to coordinate and match what is in the designer paper. Okay, so we'll check that out here 1 second after I get this colored. But look at how nice that works. You don't have to worry that, but look, see, I've got the color and my green is not smearing every which way on there. I love it. All right, I'm just going to take the pink out of there. And let's go ahead and go back to our garden green. Now sometimes with the green, it will, yeah, so green is a darker color, and I'm going to show you what this does. Can you see how it colors it? And you don't even have to go into your ink pad. If you wanted it darker, you could, but this is working perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want it super heavy, but this is working perfect. And if it's hard to see right now, it always is better after I get the projects posted with the photos. And then, of course, if you're getting the card kits for making a $30 or a $50 purchase, you will have a picture tutorial to go with it, okay? All right, so I'm just going to pull down on the stems, get that a little bit of green, and then I am going ahead onto my leaves over here. And gosh, I'm so thrilled. This is turning out so nice, you guys. I love it. And this Wink of Stella, who knew you could color with Wink of Stella? Yeah, you sure can. Hollyhocks. Okay, Elaine. Yay. I bet it's hollyhocks. Okay, yeah. I bet it is. Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. This is so great. Look at this, you guys. Look at the coloring. How easy is that? Isn't that cool? All right. So just make sure you don't have color left in your Wink of Stella, so if you want to use it next time, it doesn't have a color that's in there. And so there we are with that. Now, I thought about bringing this ribbon in here, and I think I'm going to. This is a great ribbon. It comes with Misty Moonlight and Blushing Bride. It's in the mini catalog, and it is really soft and pliable, and it's so wonderful when you want just a small little bow. We are going to go ahead and tie a little bow, and yes, I will have your bow tied for you in your packet. I always do bows for you guys. So let's get this little bow like that. Super easy. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Shar. All right, I think this is still a little white. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so let's cut this off and put this on again with my mini glue dot from my stash. Got a little frayed this a little bit. I got to cut this a little bit better. There we go. All right, let's get that mini glue dot going again over here. I love mini glue dots to put on any type of threads or ribbons. It just works so well in connecting the things. So let's see, where should we put this? Maybe right here, here, over here. Let's see, where should we put this? Maybe we don't put it anywhere. Maybe it shouldn't have a bow. Maybe it should go here. All right, I'm going to try it. Wait, I don't even have the sticky in here. It didn't come off. I like to push it on here and then make sure that it's on my... Oh, I didn't even have it on there. Okay, there we go. We're going to do that. We're just going to add it right on there. Okay, just to add a little something extra. All right, and if you, you will get the embellishments if you do the $50 purchase. And so I'm going to go ahead and use those little sequins and add those on here. And they're underneath here, over to the side. Hi, Carol. Here they are. We're going to take these guys. Well, let's go ahead and put this on first. This is going to go right here. Oh, this just came together so pretty, you guys. And this was my own little inspiration here. I get... One sec. Of course, it happens on a live. So just a second. I will be right back. All right, I might sound funny for a few minutes, but my voice will come back. Just got a bad dry spot right in the middle of my throat. As long as it doesn't happen to me when I'm singing, I can handle it other times, but all right, there we go. Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? There you are. We're going to add these gems or sequins. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I hate when that happens. But that is what happens. Okay. Let's grab a few of these. And what should we do? What should we put them on the flowers? Or I think we'll put them on the flowers. Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So here we go. Here's one more big one right here. Can you see the sparkle there? I think I'm just going to put it on the bigger ones, and it works out perfect. Oh, that's great. Okay. It's coming back. It's coming back. Oh. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you like the color combo and everything. Look at that. So pretty. All right. That's actually card number 3. And then, of course, you can stamp or write what you want to there. But you've got this beautiful coordinating setup. Okay. Here we go. And our last card, let me get these over here. We are going to use Sale-A-Bration product. And this technique, I saw this done by another demonstrator, and I loved it. So I decided I wanted to show you guys this evening. So if I can just get my parts and pieces here. We have Highland Heather, 5.5, 8.5. And we're going to be using basic black. We are going to be using the soft pastels. I don't know how many of you have used those much, but yes, we are going to use those. And then our little tool of choice for coloring is Q-tips. Yeah, thank you, Diana. Thanks, Donna. Thank you, everybody. Bobby, I'm glad you guys like it. But here's the set we're going to be using. Friendly Hello. And then we are going to be using a little bit of this designer paper. And that is one of the designer papers in the package. Now, if you purchase a $100 product, you can choose this in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. And the papers are just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. So back here towards the back is where you're going to find these beautiful papers along with the stamp set. So if you purchase 100 where it says free with a $100 purchase, this is a great one, you guys. Love, love, love it. Even after the paper is gone, you can still do so much with this stamp set. So if you don't have it, you need to get it. You need to have this on your collection list, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to put that aside. We're going to be doing some stamping, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to be stamping with the basic black. And let me get myself together here. We're going to be stamping first. Yeah, Barb. Trying to get my pastels out here. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm just looking at some comments here. I haven't looked up at the comments in a bit. I see them as they pop up, like scroll up, and so sometimes I have to look up and check them all out. Oh, all right, I think I'm back to normal here, hopefully in my voice from that dry spot in my throat. Now, if your pad is nice and juicy, then it's easy to go ahead and ink up this way. But a lot of times when I have a large stamp like this, I like to just come and ink this way. Okay, so I'm going to start right in the middle. I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to start right here in the middle and stamp that down. Okay, and my pad is recently inked up, so it's doing pretty good. So I'm going to just stamp it or ink it up that way. So now I'm going to turn this around, I guess, and I'm going to bring this one in and try to fit it right close together there, just like that. And then let's do the same over here. We'll just keep this one. Let's come right up here. And then I have pre-stamped a couple more, so if I want to do some dimension, I've already pre-stamped a couple of these, okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I have the leaf out of the stamp set, and we're going to take this leaf, and I'm just going to add this here and there on our card to our flowers. Add a few of these leaves, kind of tucked in there, turning this around and around. There we go. 4. Let's go with the one more so we're have an odd number here. There we go. All right. So there we are. Simple stamping, just basic stamping, okay? Now, of course, you could take your blends and you could, you know, do, what do I want to say? You could color them with blends. We're going to use the pastels, okay? I am going to take the speckle and I'm just going to come in and bring that speckle around the edges. Not completely, but some. Like that, just to give a little interest, just like that. And there's what I've got so far, just basic stamping, okay? And then we are going to use, hope you have the best birthday, okay? So let me grab that out. While I've got the ink out, I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I need one of my blocks cleaned so that I can stamp my saying. I think this will fit. Will it fit? Turn it over. Yep, it fits. Okay. So we're going to ink this up full strength. And let's see here. Where do I want to put this? Do I want to... Let's put it down here. We're going to put it right down here. Just like that. And then I have this piece. This was a technique that she did, and I thought it was fabulous. Tina Zink is who I was inspired by. And I am just going to stamp this right onto the designer paper, just like that. And then we're going to cut this best birthday out really quick before we do the coloring. And the coloring is going to go super fast. It's just crazy how fast you can make this coloring happen. But what I want to do is I'm going to cut this out so we get this kind of speckly look. And I'm going to cut out the best birthday. That's what I want, okay? The best birthday. So let's do that. And yep, freehand it is. There we go. Super, super fast and easy. That wasn't too painful. Put some adhesive on here. And then what are we doing? We are going to just cover this up so that we have the color just like that. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's grab these pastels and let's see how fast and easy it is to color with the pastels. So we of course want to use the different colors that we have. So let's start out with the purple, and I'm just going to go ahead and rub this and get some color onto my little Q-tip here, and we're just going to rub it right in, and we're going to make this more of a rainbow card. It's very fun, and because we've done some monochromatic, I wanted to kind of get a little bit of a rainbow color going on here so that we have some fun stuff. How many of you how many of you have the pastels? I guess that would be the question. How many of you actually have the pastels? I know that years ago we had like a gazillion different colors, and there's lots of techniques you can do with them. But this is just super easy coloring. Okay, so I wanted to have more of the purple in there because that's kind of our base. Okay, let's go with one more, like right here. Okay, all right, there we are. Now, don't have to use a ton. You can go with your next color. I am going to go ahead and use the Granny Apple, since it's staring me in the face. That's what we're going to do on the base part of the leaf. I'm going to look up and see the comments here. You have the oldies, you have them. Yeah, you know, I don't use them like as much as I should because they are a really good coloring medium, and easy to use, as you can see here. And again, you don't have to be like super precise. Okay, so there's that on my leaves. Now I'm going to go ahead and get some of the dark green, and I'm just going to kind of come in the middle to give a little bit of dimension, kind of just blowing off the excess chalk here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see what I have so far. See there? See how you got the dimension in the leaves? All right, so there's that. Excuse me. All right, next, let's see what color's next. Let's go with, this is some of the Poppy Parade. This is just a fun added color here. And it doesn't look super red. It looks a little more of orange tones in here, and which gives it kind of fun. There we go. And let's do this one, and we'll just come on over here like that. A little bit of that, and then we have let's go with some Pool Party. Let's go right in here. This one's a little bit lighter color, so I'm going to push a little, get a little more color going on. So look at by the mad face instead of a like. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I get mad faces and I don't know why. I'm like, really? Did I tick you off that bad? But at the same time, if depending on the device you're working on, that you're looking at it, maybe it's right next to where you meant to hit something else. So that's the way I look at it, you guys. I feel bad when I see those mad faces. Fat fingers. Yeah, but it does happen. That's why I said I know that sometimes it happens because depending on if you're on your phone, that kind of stuff, sometimes, you just hit the wrong thing, because it's happened to me. Okay, we're almost done. So now let's see. We're going to go with, let's go ahead and go with the bright yellows. And this one is mango, this little bit darker color. So I'm going to go with mango in the middle here, I think. And again, I have the hardest card for last. Hardest in that it takes a little longer because you have all this coloring going on. So there we are, just like that. Okay, and then let's see, let's go with the daffodil. I think that's daffodil. Does it tell me on here? I'm not sure if it tells me. I'm looking on the back. Yes, daffodil, Coastal Cabana. Oh, that's Coastal Cabana. Daffodil, Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, and Poppy Parade. Now, this is Night of Navy, but it looks like not Brilliant Blue, Pacific Point, right? I think that's the right color. Pacific Point. All right, let's get this yellow happening here. If I can get it moving. And then it's not coming out very dark. So we're just going to go back to the mango. Mango's a little darker, so we're just going to the mango. And we're going to fill in the rest of, oh, there we go. That's perfect. Fill in the rest of these beautiful leaves, and we're almost done. Thank you for hanging out while I'm coloring. How do you change it? Oh, I don't know, Nancy. I don't know how you can change it. You might have, sometimes you can go back and you can click on it, and then they'll pop up again so you can see what to, to choose a different one again. I know that's happened to me before. Okay, so there we are. That looks like it's crooked, but all right. So see the coloring? Isn't that pretty? Now, how can we make this a little more vibrant? You can make it more soft like it is, but one of the ways that you can do that, again, you can take your Wink of Stella, or you can take your blender pen, which is just clear, and we are going to go ahead and just brighten this up a little bit. And when you take your blender pen and do this, you are kind of darkening the color a little. Now, what was I going to say? I'm going to do all the reds because what I was going to say is because I use the alcohol marker or the alcohol tuxedo black, it's not waterproof, and so that's where you might have a little bit of darkness coming out from because of that. So just think about that when you're stamping. If you want it to be waterproof, then you would use StazOn black and not the Memento. All right, let's do the leaves. Now see, this one came out pretty dark. I'm just gonna come around the edges there. Now, did you also know that you could take your blender pen and you can go right into your chalks and pull that and make that, you can color that way too. There you go. All right, so we have our coloring done. I am done with that. And then here is our brighter. See how those are a little bit brighter now? Just like that. And yes, this is a little crooked, I can see, but it is a handmade card. Okay, last but not least, we are going to take those beautiful, well, first of all, let's go ahead and put this on the front of our card because this is it. Oh, wait, there's one last thing. Let me think for a second here. There's one last thing. I need to grab the punch. I did not bring it to my desk here. Oh, I hate when that happens. Okay. This little trio punch right here, this is a really cool punch. Now you could do your corner rounders, you can corner round, or you can come right up here and you can do this fun, I don't know, for the heck of it, I'm going to do this one. You don't have to do this, you can do it regular, but I wanted to try this with this little trio thing here. So just make sure you got it all the way to the corner and see how you've got this like little design there. I just think that would just add that little extra. Pop that down just like that. Now if you wanted to, you could do it on the bottom. I think let's go use the corner rounder. So let's go here and we can go right here. Pop that, giving us a nice little round spot. And we're almost done. And then, you can corner round these, even though you've done this, it should, see how it does that? It is like a double duty, just like that. All right, so there we have our stamping done for the front and coloring and all the fun stuff using that $100 set, and again, it's called Friendly Hello. I love it, actually. And then this is going to go right here, just like that. And then you also have that the purple popping through at the top. See there? This is a great punch, you guys. All right, so now let's go ahead and put in some more of our gems, or sequins. I keep calling them gems, but they're sequins from the ephemera packet that you'll get if you purchase the $50. Okay, so let's see. Let's just go ahead. And should we put them right in the center? Absolutely. Let's go ahead and put those right in the center here of each of the flowers, just like that. Oh my gosh, how pretty is that? Look at this sparkle. See it sparkle? Awesome. Now, if you wanted to, remember I said that I had stamped a couple other ones that if you wanted to do dimension, you could, but I'm not going to. This is good, and I think that having a little bit of purple right there on the bottom just really adds to it. And you know that you can corner around your base too. I'm going to try it, even though it's my sample. We're going to try it. All right. So make sure to join me on Thursday. I'm going to be live and just showing, I usually do 3 projects on a Thursday. So if you haven't joined me before, make sure to come and see me. Love to have you on Thursdays. So this class is just once a month. And so this will be, even though it's January 31st, one more guys, even though it's January 31st, this is for the month of February, okay? So I like that better. See that with the rounded edges on the whole card? You'll have white, you'll have a piece of white that goes on the inside. So your corners will not be rounded and done for you. So if you have this punch, you'll use it yourself, or you can just leave it basic. So thank you. I was just looking at the comments. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys being here. You know, it's so, I tell you this every time, but it is such a blessing and a encouragement. That's the word. When you guys are here with me. So let me bring all the cards in so you can see and what we did. Now don't forget, I've got the Daffodil club class coming up, and you have to RSVP by the 10th for that, but that's separate from the purchases. The card club is a whole different ball game. So it's $25. You get 8 cards, plus you get product to make to use with your cards and to have extra. So, and it's the daffodils. All right, so card number 4. Let me see. I'm going to bring this down a little bit closer. So card number 4. And card number 3, using the little sparkles in this guys. And this will stay down better. When you make cards like this, you will want to make sure that you are using your bone folder and really pushing these down so that they will stay better. Just going to do that. I did not do that on this, and I should have. There we go. And that'll help hold that down. Like that. There we go. That's better. See? Okay. Number 4. Number 3. Number 2. It's our masculine card. And the beautiful number 1 with all the gold and beauty. So this is a great wedding card or birthday card, anniversary card. This would be great. This would be a great one. All right. Let me go ahead and turn you guys back up, and let's see here. There we go. So I am very, very thankful that you joined me, and I hope that you will decide which one was your favorite. I'd love to know, and make sure to just come back on Thursday, see what we have, and I would love to have your business. If you don't have a demonstrator already, if you just want to get the card kit, I would love to be able to share that with you. Anyway, all said and done, I'm thankful that you stuck with me with my little dry spot. It happens all the time, like right there. All I can think of is because of my, you get a certain age and then everything falls apart, right? So, you guys have a fabulous night. Thank you for joining me. Card 4 was your favorite, Sue. Oh, number 4. Oh, thank you guys. Yay. Yeah, like I said, I was inspired by Tina Zink, and it was beautiful. I did change mine up a little bit from what she did, but yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys liked that. I did. I'm looking at it here, and I don't know. I'm going to bring it. Maybe you can see the colors better when I've got you up here. See how those sparkle right in the middle? But yeah, I did some changes. I did a lot of what she did, but I did change it up a little bit. All right, you guys have a fabulous rest of your evening. I will see you soon on Thursday, and many blessings to you all. I'm so thankful for you, and I really do appreciate your business. Thanks again. Bye-bye.